Alright, hey everyone, I am back. I haven't been posting very many videos because I have been mainly working on a Minecraft mod. It has been going very well and I just released it, and I'll put the link in the description. But I'm going to give kind of a short little overview of what the mod actually offers and some of the features that most people might not catch if they just download it once. So let me get started. I've titled it a God mod. I may play around with the name, but that's what I'm going with first. So anyway, this mod doesn't just add blocks and tools. It adds a lot more, and everything has its own unique feature. So let's get into it. The blocks. The God block, this is a standard block. It's created with the 9 ingots, which you can transfer like 1-to-1 with the ore you found. With the ore you find. This mod only adds 1 ore generation. So keep in mind when you do use this mod, make sure you start a new world or you go into areas that you haven't not loaded yet. Anyway, so the God block is just a very, very, very strong block. It's a very, very strong block, and I would estimate it's about 3 times stronger than obsidian. Yes, 3 times stronger, but it can be mined pretty easily with the tool. But it has some special features, like which most people probably wouldn't realize, that if any mob falls onto the block, they will die instantly, dropping any of the loot they would have dropped, or if an entity just walks on it. So if I place this pig down and I kind of push him onto the block, he will die instantly, and dropping his thing. So this could be great for mob spawners, or yeah, pretty much the best thing for mob spawners. And again, it's really strong, so you can't break it. And it produces a light level. I think it's the highest light level you can put. So you can build your house out of this, and you won't be able to get mobs in your house anymore. So I'm going to show the pigs falling onto it, if they actually want to fall. So anyway, just a brief little push. Should fall. Oh, he's right on the edge. And he instantly died. So that fall wouldn't normally kill them, but in this case it did. So that's what the blocks do. The glass is very similar. I'm trying to get connected textures for it, but right now it's again produces light level, very strong. The gravel block. Nothing's too special about this block. All it does is it's just a recipe that I made, just so that you don't have to have so much gravel with you. The tools. These are all just standard. Again, everything in this mod is configurable. If you don't like something, you can change it or take it out. So again, each tool, the sword comes standard with looting 3 on it. And I believe this will be a config option, but you can take that off if you want in the config. Each max uses, like the max number of durability each tool has, is configurable. So check that out. The armor, this is where it gets interesting. The textures are probably going to be modified slightly, but anyway, if you hover over this, hold shift for details. Breathe underwater, removes bad effects, and Aqua Affinity 1. Full suit equals flight and invisibility. What this means is if you have this, like the helmet, the legs, the boots, and the jetpack. Yes, it adds a jetpack. Alright, so if you have the helmet, then again, it does exactly what it says. You can breathe underwater, removes bad effects, and full suit equals flight and invisibility. If you don't want the flight and invisibility, disable it. If you only want flight, disabled only flight. So it's up to you. The God plate, heal in lava. Yes, you can heal in lava. It will still damage all the armor you're wearing, but it will slowly heal you. So that's kind of a good thing. The legs, you can move faster, and they have blast protection. I'm going to show you how fast you move in a minute, but let me just get to the other items. No fall damage. Pretty much standard. Just you take no fall damage. The same thing. This is an upgrade to the chest, so you can heal in lava, protection 4 this time, and again, flight and invisibility. So I'm going to show you the items right now. And I found out this will probably be changed if I can fix it. But the jetpack works better. I'm gonna set it to day. Anyway, I'm gonna put it to peaceful for now, just so you don't get any creepers blowing up this set. Anyway, so let me just put this on. And again, I put it all on and I'm invisible. Even like the armor itself disappears. So you can see right now, I'm gonna turn off creative mode so you can see. So right now I'm running faster than normal. And the jetpack I can fly. Again, everything is configurable. If you don't like how fast you go up when you have the jetpack, disable it. If you don't like how far you can when you can travel and when you're in the air, you can make it higher. Everything's configurable. So let's see. So right now, since I have the full suit on, I can double tap and I can fly around. And then I can stop. The boots are disabling all fall damage. And let's say I wanted, if these are all configurable as well. Let's go controls. It adds the jetpack key and a boost key. So if I hit control once, it'll turn it on. And now you go even faster. Again, that's configurable. So now you go even faster. And if you're not sneaking, you can you just automatically travel up one block. So you don't need to worry about like the whole jumping. But if you're sneaking and you don't want to be doing that, it won't do it. So there's that. Turn that off. The jetpack again, hit F, and the jetpack will be off. So if you just want to use the flight, you can still do that, and the jetpack does not have to be on. So I think I've covered all the stuff for the armor. Let's keep going. So we got the armor, the tools. This is where it gets very, very interesting. Okay, by the way, the textures are not final. These are very, very just put together. So the builder. Actually for this I'm going to go into creative mode because it's easier to explain. Alright, so the builder, it does exactly what it says. So to activate it, I'm going to turn this off. Alright, so to activate it, you just shift and click on a block. It will give you a little message, switch block to grass block. So now, if you go up to, since I'm using the build now, if you go up to, like, let's say any other block, it will build those blocks, assuming you have those in your inventory. So it will just build in a greater area depending on what side of the block you clicked on. And again, it will just take them out of your inventory if I wasn't in creative mode. But yeah, that's cool. But then I wanted other things to do it. So by the way, so like it does every block. So whatever you want. So to get rid of this, let's go into another tool. So that's the builder. Again, all the ranges in this, like the range was pretty, I think it was a 3x3 by default, but it's configurable. So let's move on to the planter. The planter is nothing too special. It just lets you tilled field in a greater area. If you shift, it does one. It also is pretty efficient. It's also a good tool against like dirt, tilled grass, and just normal grass. So it's a pretty good tool for if you're just harvesting and stuff like that. The cutter. Let me move over to the trees. So the cutter, again, click, and it should remove the leaves. It also does this against grass, so it also removes grass. So it just helps you remove the leaves off things. But let's say you want to remove the tree. If you shift click, it will remove the tree. And only the tree. It doesn't destroy the leaves. So walk up to it, the tree is gone, and the things stay. This does, using the shift thing though, does take the cutter to actually take more damage. So again, just shift click, gets all the wood away, and then you can just normal click to get all this away. So again, all the ranges are configurable if you do not like them. Alright, I'm going to move on to the next tool. And this would be the miner. Okay. This texture I put together in Paint. No, I think it was Photoshop in like 2 seconds. Anyway, the miner lets you just mine in a 3x3x1. It only allows you to mine dirt, sand, cobblestone, stone, gravel, and I think sandstone. I probably missed one, but anyway. by default, it does not drop the items. No, it's not just because it's in creative mode right now, but by default, it just does not drop them. I'll show you this. So, it's fast against, like, all the normal stuff. Not stone, not cobblestone, but, and it does take away, like, pretty good terrain, but it does not drop it, which you can turn on and off. So, that, again, if you want to change it, you can. So, I'm going to move on to the next tool, which I think might be the last. The switcher. Okay, this one is a bit cooler. I do like this one. This is one of my favorites. Again, I'm going to go into creative mode because I do not have the tools and items. So again, you shift click a block, and it should say switch to the grass block or whatever block you clicked on. And then assuming you have that block in your inventory, you can click on another block, and it'll transform all the blocks that you clicked on to the block. So it kind of helps you just get rid of them all. And it only transforms the block you clicked on. So let's say, for example, let's say I get some, let's say I get the God block. So now I switch to this, and let's say I click on the dirt. Notice how it only changes the dirt and it only does one layer. So again, it clicks one layer. And right here, okay, so there's a grass block right here, but I'm gonna cover it up. So when I use it here, it doesn't affect the ones that are covered up, so you don't waste any. So this is actually very, very, very helpful for making stairs. I found out this quite helpful, and also the builder works really well for this too. So if you just shift click like something like stairs, like in the direction you want them to face, you can just do this. But it works a lot better with the miner. So I'll show you, like the builder, I'll show you. I forgot to show that. Alright, anyway, so I'm going to build another staircase with the help of this. It's kind of weird to show you because I only have so much. But anyway, let me go over to the stairs, get the builder out, shift click the direction you want them to face, and then just go in like this. So you can go bing, 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 bing. So it's pretty easy to make stairs with this. I do like it. So if I just go ding, and it builds them. So there you go. The stairs are pretty easy to make as well. Now we have this. This is a very, very expensive tool. Actually, the recipe is even configurable for this one because it's pretty expensive and can be very OP. I'm going to go into survival. It is a multi-block with the default Fortune 3 on it. So it just mines every block pretty fast. Let's say there's a mod item that it just can't break very fast. Like it's very, very strong with the block you're trying to break. If you just right click, it will break pretty much any block except for like bedrock and like chests and stuff like that. So again, just right click and it breaks them pretty much instantly. And any type of block, like it doesn't do bedrock. Again, because why would it want to? Yeah, so it mines pretty fast, does everything. And let's see. So the orbs. Let's get on to the orbs. So the Ender orb. I kind of got the idea from single player commands, kind of like the jump. Like wherever you're looking, that's where you go. And if you click on like a bottom one, like single player commands, you appear on the top. So you can pretty much go anywhere with this, and it is taking durability. If you shift click, you're probably thinking like, what did that do? Like, you're probably thinking like, this didn't really do very much. It's kind of just like a normal ender pearl, but you don't teleport up. So wherever you click, that's where you are. You don't go flying up. There is a config option where if you have it to true, that if you like, let's say I clicked here, it'd teleport me next downwards. It does a complete opposite of this. So if I clicked here, it put me down. It's kind of like it actually just did there, but not the best description of it. So there's that. Again, like the max number of uses this thing has is all configurable. So is everything else. The fire orb, very, very simple. wherever you click, puts fire. I think I'm out of charge. Oops. Actually, I think. Oh yeah. Sorry about this. This is one of the ones that is, let's say, not working. I forgot to change something for the update. But anyway, yeah, this is one of the ones that isn't working. So I'm sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that. It just puts fire wherever you're pointing, in all directions. So, yeah, I'll try to show this later on, like in another video, an update. So sorry about that. These also might be broken. Okay, yeah. So snow orb, you just normal shooting. You just shoot snowballs, and the same thing with the egg. So yeah, the fire orb. I'm sorry about that. Like, what it would do is if I clicked here, then fire would appear on this side, and this side. As long as there's an air block beside it, then it should appear. So that's pretty much it. Leave your comment of what you think of the mod. If there's anything you want me to change or show or explain in more detail, then let me know. And I hope you enjoyed it. So thank you for watching.